Gold Beach. Well, we're getting there. And you have to go across the river here. Here's where the riverboat rides are, and you go down this side and pay. I think you have to make reservations down the Rogue River there and get your river boat rides, and they go up this river.
Okay, now we're crossing the bridge.
And then down here is the ocean, the jetty. And they built a Sixes motel right here, which is really funny to me because it's the only one on this Coos Bay down far. It's a Sixes motel. I'd stay in that one right there by looking over the river. Okay, now we're getting into the town of Gold Beach. I see a hospital. It's not a great hospital, but it's better than nothing, I guess. And this is the county seat, so you have to travel from Brookings to get 30 miles to get to the county seat here to go to court of any kind. I guess city court is in Brookings, but I never went. It's not much of a town.
Is that the courthouse right there?
That's the courthouse. Isn't it a beautiful building?
It'd be a lot better if they'd paint it.
Curry County Courthouse. Pizza of some kind. A myrtle wood factory and gifts. Fudge. Oh, Ace Hardware. There's Curry General Hospital right there. The hospital. McKay's Market. Ray's Market. Dairy Queen went out of business during COVID. It used to be right there. Now there's no longer Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
I bought my first Bernina in this town, in one of these buildings over here, but I don't think they're a Bernina shop anymore. Here's the high school.
They're named the Panthers, huh?
Chowder House, 2 motels.
I'm always looking for pet stores, like new ones that have come into business. I never find them, but
and then right out of town here is the cemetery where my baby's buried at. So we're gonna be stopping.
we always have to put flowers on the grave. Get to go visit him once a year, usually. Trees of Mystery is a neat place to go to, down across the Oregon border.
It's a tourist trap. And
Is it right here where we turn?
I think so. They don't mark it.
We never know which road we're supposed to turn up, but I think this is it.
When we turn up, then we know we're wrong or we're right.
This is Hunter Creek, isn't that?
Hunter Creek is where Emily was born, on a road down around the corner down here and around, and there was the midwife had a house clinic down there, and that's where Emily was born. Right here.
Here it is. Here's
Cemetery.
There's a sign. The road going up to the cemetery is really steep. So it's a good thing our RV's got a lot of power.
I'm sure we have a lot of power.
Here we're gonna climb. Oh, some people have left some flowers.
Well, a lot of people have left some flowers.
Yeah.
Last time we came, we ate our lunch up here.
I think it is right close to right here somewhere.
I think they have more property to build on when more people die.
Okay.
Turn it off. I don't want to stop the film and go again, because if I do that, I have to splice and edit, and I don't want to do that. It takes too long, or it won't work, or something. Gotta get my flowers. I should have taken the tags off the flowers on the way. I can't film and put the flowers in the ground and take the tags off. I only have 2 hands. But look at the beautiful view from the cemetery. Sometimes they chop the trees.
Baby's grave's got
My flowers are here from 2 years ago. They're still here. How do they mow around them?
Oh.
You're gonna have to take the tags off. Here it is. Our son, Buster Angela Wright, September 3rd, 1983. Little ones to him belong. I got blue flowers last time, and then we came in September one time and I put autumn flowers, and this is what's left. Some of them should be removed, maybe. These were the plots that were just a half a plot for baby graves here, and you only had to buy half a plot because they don't need a full-length plot. And it was, I remember back then, it was $55. And luckily, we could afford that. And the headstone was like $350. And I remember we didn't have any money for a headstone for a long time. And my mother finally bought it, I think. Pull the weeds off of his name. If he would have lived, we would have named him something different. But since he died, and he was both a part of us, so we named him. My husband's name was Foster, and my name was Angela. So we named him Foster Angela Wright. But if he would have lived, he would have had a different name.
You're gonna put pink flowers on him now.
Well, they're kind of pale yellow, but I got this color because I know that he would want me to have my favorite color, because
These are totally gone.
He would be like my boys. Take that out too. He's like my boys. And all my boys do everything. They make me happy. And so he would have been like that too. That's the old one.
I know, but it's still... I'm going to put it back.
But I bought those for a bouquet. The new ones. I don't want that one there. I want the yellow roses next. And then the two pink and yellow on the outside of it. And I want those ugly things, ferns. Take them off. Yeah, take them out. They've done it.
You want these together?
Well, I kind of wanted, yes, I want them together. Like that, yeah. Closer together to look fuller.
You didn't get the...
Is the ground that hard?
Well, I made a hole with my knife. I gotta drill a hole here.
Now he's gonna cut cheese with it next.
Yeah.
That's not it.
No, I forgot where it was, right here. Okay, I got it. Except I didn't get down deep enough to...
Well, I wanted the yellow in the middle of the two colors. So kind of bend it around. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah. And then let's just get rid of all those. Or put them on someone else's grave that doesn't have any flowers, the poor things. They're all ugly.
This one, the blue one is still...
No, look at the leaves are... No, let's just throw them away. Okay, get the ugly flowers away
It's a lot
from...
better than those ones.
Yeah, they've had theirs a while. 92. He must have only lived one day. Mine lived 10 hours, so it was one day, September 3rd. So that was the combination I chose because I wanted it to...
So you can rearrange those however you want.
Pale yellow. I love that color yellow. And I love with pink. It's pretty. I don't really like blue flowers because I don't think really... Are there blue flowers in the world? There's lavender and blue. I don't know. I should have got daffodils. They didn't have any. And their tulips were ugly. But you can hear the waves of the ocean here. And we didn't really have a grave, a funeral for him. He was full term. In fact, it was overdue. He weighed 7'3". But the midwife who delivered him, wasn't her fault. She did good. And then Foster and I came up here and we sat by where he was buried and had a little memory of him and sat here and listened to the waves. And that was about all. But my mom and dad and my family came up and my dad dedicated the grave. In our religion, we believe to dedicate the grave where you bury the person in the ground. And so they did that ceremony. But I wasn't there because my husband, Foster at the time, did not believe in all that stuff. Then didn't want to make a big production out of anything. He didn't want to be around people and stuff. So we just had private little ceremony, nothing ceremony up here. I sat and cried. And my milk came in. And I remember sitting here with my boobs full of milk. And it was not very, I didn't feel good. In any way, shape, or form. And then she was going to give me something to make my milk dry up. And the midwife never did. So I just had to do it naturally. And men don't have to go through that, and they don't understand. Don't hug me. Don't squish my boobs. Hurt too bad. And I had breastfed all my babies, so I had plenty of milk. When I had Emily, then Foster called me Dairy Queen. But, you know, everybody has to die. It's just a matter of when it happens, but everybody is born, everybody dies, so it's a part of life.
Except for Moses. He was taken back to God.
Translated?
Yeah.
Guess he's saved on burial
I
expenses.
think Elijah was taken in too. Elijah and Moses.
He knows his scriptures. Here's an artificial pedal.
Moses was 120 years old when he was taken.
Okay, we turned around, so they're going to reenact it. Here we are driving down the road. I'm in labor. I'm pushing. I'm pushing right now. And I'm sure Foster was going faster than 35 because he knew I was pushing and sounding like an animal grunt back here. And she probably was born about right here. But I couldn't reach her, and the first place he could pull off was right here by Herman Road. He pulled off right here. She was already born, though. And then he got out of the car, and he went around and opened up the back end, because it was a station wagon, and she was already plopped out on the ground, on the car, and he picked her up and kind of, you know, shook her like this.
Was that Hillary or Emily?
Hillary was born in the car, not Emily. He shook her like this, and then she started crying. And I said, hand it to me, because we didn't know what it was. And he handed it to me, and I had a dirty old towel, car towel, that I put around her. And then I said, what is it? And he goes, I didn't look. He got in the car. He had to put oil in the car, because our car was bad, and he needed to put oil before we left, but we didn't have time. So he dumped some oil in it back there, and then he got in the car, and I said, what is it? And he goes, I didn't even look, because it was dark. So then I lifted her little leg, and it was a girl. That's the first time I ever got to see what my baby was first. And I was so happy because Emily, I wanted a sister for her because I loved my sister so much. I wanted Emily to have a sister, and it was. So it was happy. And then he goes, what should we do? And I said, he goes, go to the hospital? I said, no, because I could just see backing up in the hospital and everybody come out, and here's my crotch and birth right there staring everybody in the janitor in the face. So I said, no, go to the midwife's house. So we went to the midwife's house, but she was at the hospital waiting for us. So then we had to wait for her to come, but it wasn't that much time. And then she came, and then we stayed at the midwife's house for a little while. And then we left and went home. And then Chad was 15. He's babysitting. So he knew we were gone. We told him. But the little kids didn't even know I had left. And they came back.
They were probably asleep.
Woke them up in the morning, and here was their baby sister. And it was a very happy day. And then everybody came over to see me and wanted to hear the story, how it was having a baby in the car. It was bloody. I didn't see it, but that was my husband's punishment for not leaving when I wanted to leave to go. He kept telling me, you're not in enough pain. I can tell you're not ready yet.
He had to clean up the mess.
Yeah, he said it was like somebody got shot back there. I said, well, I didn't feel sorry for him. All right, I wanted to show you Cape Sebastian. If she had been a boy, we would have named her Sebastian Herman or something. Herman Sebastian. That would be an ugly name. I like the name of Sebastian, but Herman's not a very cute name. Sorry to all the Hermans. Her, I guess we could just name her Sebastian Her. I don't know. Anyway, this is Cape Sebastian right here. And so, this hill right here, as we were coming up Cape Sebastian, I knew.
Beautiful ocean right through here, too.
I knew she was going to be born soon. Hurry, hurry. It was the ultimate hurry. It wasn't fast enough. Today's Saturday, so there's not much people out. Not many people out today.
These rocks are always pretty to look at in the ocean.
I think one time they did a car commercial and drove cars down there and filmed it.
Beachcombers down there.
Yeah, there's a camper RV up here. But I'm wondering, oh, that window's dirty. I'm a terrible photographer. It's going to be pitiful watching this later. Here's a camper RV right there. They walked down there, I see them. But this is where I grew up. No, I didn't. My kids grew up all along here. Pistol River. This is where the surfers surf right here. But you hear about these people who they can't do van life in the summer because it's so hot in their van. But I'm telling you, if you came up here for the summer, you could live in your van. It's not hot here in the summer. It's nice here. And there's always a breeze up down by the ocean if you're hot.
Those are weird, pokey rocks over there.
If you're hot, go park by the ocean and open your doors. The breeze will come in.